If you don't mind, can we sit inside the car? I won't take much time for us to
Take
talk.
take all the time you need.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Enter inside the car.
This girl traded love for luxury and it destroyed everything. In a world where survival feels like a daily battle, her sister's Choice delivers a story that is raw, emotional, and painfully realistic. This is not just another drama. It's a reflection of what happens when desperation meets pressure and when the promise of a soft life becomes more important than truth. The story follows two sisters struggling to make ends meet. From the very beginning, you can feel the weight of their reality, financial hardship, societal pressure, and the constant fear of being left behind. The older sister, shaped by her own painful past, carries a heavy burden. She has loved before, trusted before, and lost everything. And now she has one mission: to make sure her younger sister never suffers the same fate. But here's where things get complicated. What starts as protection quickly turns into control. The older sister doesn't just guide, she dictates. Every man that comes near her younger sister is judged instantly. If he's not rich, he's not good enough. If he can't provide luxury, he's not worth considering. Love, character, and sincerity are pushed aside, replaced by one standard: money. And the younger sister, she's caught in the middle. She respects her sister, she understands her pain, but she also wants to live her own life, make her own choices, and experience love on her own terms. This creates a silent tension that keeps building throughout the story. You can see it in her reactions, her hesitation, her frustration, her quiet resistance. Then everything changes when Damian enters the picture. Damian is the definition of too good to be true. He shows up with confidence, charisma, and most importantly, money. Or at least, the appearance of it. He talks big, lives big, and promises even bigger: mansions, cars, businesses, connections. He paints a picture of a life that feels like an escape from everything the sisters have been struggling with. To the older sister, Damian is the answer to all their problems. This is the kind of man she has been waiting for, the kind that can lift them out of poverty and into comfort. But to the younger sister, something doesn't sit right. She notices the excessive bragging, the unrealistic claims, the pressure to make quick decisions. Deep down, she feels that something is off. And this is where the story becomes incredibly powerful, because it shows how easy it is to ignore your instincts when you are surrounded by pressure. The older sister pushes harder. She reminds her of their struggles, their pain, their reality. She tells her that opportunities like this don't come twice. She even uses her own life as a warning. Choosing love over money led her to regret, and she refuses to let her sister repeat that mistake. Eventually, the younger sister gives in, and just like that, her life changes overnight. She moves into luxury. She experiences comfort she has never known before. Everything looks perfect on the surface: beautiful home, expensive lifestyle, a man who claims to adore her. It feels like a dream, but beneath that dream lies a ticking time bomb. As the story unfolds, cracks begin to show. Damian's stories don't add up. His behavior becomes questionable. The confidence that once seemed attractive now feels suspicious. And then comes the moment that changes everything. The truth is revealed. Damian is not who he claims to be. The wealth, the lifestyle, the promises, it was all a lie. Even worse, the entire relationship was part of a bet. Yes, a bet. At this point, the story shifts from emotional tension to full-blown devastation. The younger sister is not just heartbroken, she is shattered. Because this is no longer just about love or deception, it's about consequences. She's pregnant. Now, everything becomes real. The luxury disappears, the promises vanish, and she's left facing a future she never planned for, with no stability, no trust, and no clear direction. This is where the film hits its emotional peak. The younger sister breaks down, not just because of what Damian did, but because of everything that led her to this point. She remembers the doubts she ignored, the instincts she silenced, the pressure she gave into. And then there's the older sister. For the first time, she is forced to confront the impact of her actions. She realizes that her attempt to protect her sister may have actually pushed her into a worse situation. Her intentions were never bad, but her methods were flawed. And that's what makes this story so powerful. It doesn't paint anyone as purely right or wrong. Instead, it shows how fear, pain, and desperation can shape decisions in ways we don't always realize until it's too late. One of the strongest messages in Our Sister's Choice is the danger of choosing based on fear instead of understanding. The older sister feared poverty so much that she prioritized money above everything else. The younger sister feared missing out on a better life, so she ignored her instincts, and both fears led to consequences. Another major thing is the illusion of wealth. Damian represents a reality that exists in society, people who sell dreams they cannot sustain. He uses words, appearances, and confidence to create an image that isn't real. And in a world where everyone is searching for a way out, that illusion becomes incredibly convincing. The film also highlights the importance of independence in decision making. Advice is important, guidance is necessary, but at the end of the day, every individual must take responsibility for their own choices. Because when things go wrong, it's not the advice that faces the consequences, it's the person who made the decision. By the end of the story, you are left with a deep sense of reflection. It forces you to think about your own choices, your own pressures, and the voices that influence your decisions. It reminds you that not every opportunity is genuine, not every promise is real, and not every path that looks easy is safe. Most importantly, it teaches that balance is key. Love without stability can be risky, but chasing money without understanding can be even more dangerous. A Sister's Choice is more than just a story. It's a lesson wrapped in emotion, drama, and reality. It captures the struggle between survival and identity, between guidance and control, and between dreams and truth. And in the end, it leaves you with one powerful takeaway. Never trade your voice for someone else's fear, because when you do, you might end up living a life that was never truly yours. Thank you so much for watching this review all the way to the end. I truly appreciate your time and support. If this story moved you, trust me, this breakdown is just a glimpse. The full experience is even more emotional, intense, and eye-opening. Make sure you head over to Sandra Okunzuwa TV on YouTube right now to watch Our Sister's Choice in full and see how everything unfolds for yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful movie reviews like this. I'll see you in the next one.